You want to know what's hot for Father's Day this year? Well, it's Firewire. It's available at Linton's Enchanted Gardens, and it's a great way to skewer outdoors and have a great time doing it. Well, we've got all kinds of great Father's Day ideas coming up on the show. In fact, even some ideas along the lines of gift certificates redeemable throughout the year with no expiration just for Dad. All that coming up. Stay tuned.
Step into a magical world at Linton's Enchanted Gardens. A world full of color and inspiration. Beautiful ideas to transform your home inside and out. Explore acres of displays to spark ideas for your own home and garden. Plus expert advice to help bring your ideas to life. Right now, save on awesome annuals, only $9.99 per flat. Visit Lintons.com for ideas galore. Linton's Enchanted Gardens, County Road 17 in Elkhart, between the 20 bypass and exit 96 off the toll road.
Welcome. We are here at beautiful Enchanted Gardens, Linton's Enchanted Gardens on County Road 17 in Elkhart as we begin our program today. And with me, as always, is Mark Linton. Mark, good morning to you.
Good morning, Craig.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day to you. We're both fathers.
We are. And it's a great time, certainly for fathers across the area watching here today, and for families and moms and wives watching, because we've got some fantastic deals going on today for the dads. 50 to 75% off select plants, trees, and shrubs. But we're going to talk a little bit about that in a moment, Mark. But first, just a little tease about the second half of the show, could you?
Oh, of course. We're going to be featuring a recent landscape project. Actually, it was about our last landscape installation that we installed last fall, and customers have allowed us to feature their recently installed landscape on our show. And it's a home up in Sturgis, Michigan, and excited to share that with our viewers.
Very good. Well, we'll get to that in just a bit, but first we're going to run through some of these offers here. There's a lot of options, and we're just going to let Mark go crazy here, or let him run wild with all these great discounts. 50 to 75% off, Mark, and now is the time. Today, tomorrow, and through the week, your Father's Day specials.
A lot of great gift ideas for Dad, not only with these plants and shrubs inside the store, a lot of gift ideas as well. Craig, going to start out here with this Stilby, and for the folks that have low light conditions, this is a perfect plant for the shade, and has beautiful fern-like type of leaves. You're starting to see these spikes, which will open up to beautiful red flowers. It's spring blooming and continues to bloom into the summer. This is low maintenance perennial, comes back year after year. Normally these large 1-gallon plants are $9.99. Our Father's Day sale, they're on sale for only $4.99.
All right, what's next, Mark?
A very unusual type of cypress. This is called a Cripsey cypress. It's more of a columnar, upright grower, very soft to the touch, very lacy, eventually getting anywhere from 8 to 12 feet in height, depending upon how you prune it. Does well in full sun, also tolerates some shade. Normally, this large 1-gallon plant's $9.99. Our Father's Day special is only $4.99.
You know, it seems like it captures the light, doesn't it?
It's beautiful there. And Craig, what I like to do is actually combine these golden colored conifers with some of our deciduous shrubs that have purple, red, or burgundy colored leaves. Beautiful color combination. I like the combination as well as the contrast.
All right, some more great deals here, I see.
I've got some huge daylilies. These are enormous for growing in a 1-gallon pot here. Really almost a 3-gallon size daylily. This is an autumn red daylily. It is a repeat bloomer. Has the most beautiful red spectacular flowers that will continue to bloom throughout the summertime and into the autumn. Normally $9.99 for this large plant, on sale for only $4.99.
Outstanding, outstanding.
Another beautiful perennial here for shaded or low light conditions is this hosta. This is a Montana Ario marginata hosta. Beautiful green leaves edged in bright gold. Again, a huge plant for a 1-gallon container here. Normally $9.99, on sale for only $3.99.
How do you say that hosta again?
Montana Ario marginata. You can say that.
Well, I'm not sure if I can. If you just come in and ask for the hosta that's on special, you can get it, right?
There you go, $3.99. You're right, Craig. Then we've got this hydrangea here. This is one of my own personal favorites. This is a tried and true hydrangea, guaranteed to bloom. Hydrangeas don't have the best reputation for being good performers. This one will perform. Huge, huge showy flowers that will open up kind of a creamy, almost an ivory white color. They bloom for several months, and as they continue to bloom throughout the summer and into the fall, those white flowers kind of morph or change into kind of a pinkish color and then eventually burgundy. Huge, huge flowers. The Tardiva hydrangea, this is a 2-gallon plant, normally $16.99, on sale for Dad, only $8.99.
Okay, very good. I'm impressed. I'm really impressed so far. What's next?
Oh, we've got a ornamental grass here, and this one's just starting to wake up from dormancy. It does get taller, going to reach about 5 feet in height. Has beautiful tan feathery plumes. Likes a lot of sun, so performs best in full sun. Normally $24.99, on sale for $12.99, and this is called a Dallas Blues switchgrass.
These grasses grow fast once they start, right?
They do, and it's important that you either cut them down to the ground in the fall or early in the springtime after the snow has melted. Very, very low maintenance. We also have another ornamental grass, only this is a little dwarf ornamental grass called Mark Anthony, and this is a type of liriope, and it will bloom with a true blue flower throughout the summertime. Little dwarf ornamental grass reaching only about 6-8 inches in height, so not very large. Normally those are $8.99, on sale for $5.99 for Dad.
You didn't name that one, did you, Mark?
I'm not Mark Anthony, no. Next, Craig, I've got another perennial flower here. This is a red fox veronica, and this will start to feature beautiful hot pink colored flowers. And if you look real close here, these are all flower buds, which will be opening in just about a week or two here. A good performer, continues to bloom throughout the summertime, low maintenance perennial. The veronica is normally $10.99, on sale for Dad, only $5.99.
I'm liking this right now. I can tell you, this is really cool.
Looks good enough to eat, doesn't it? It feels good too. This is one of our sedums. This is an autumn fire sedum. Gets its name because it is a fall blooming sedum, and fire engine red flowers on this. It is in the succulent family, and so it withstands drought-like type of conditions. Has these real thick, almost spongy, rubbery type of leaves, and those leaves allow this plant to conserve water or moisture, and it can survive throughout those summertime drought conditions in that. Normally, Craig, these are $14.99, and this is a 2-gallon plant, on sale for only $7.99.
We're talking about the Father's Day specials here. Select plants, trees, and shrubs, as Mark mentioned earlier, 50 to 75% off. This is a nice one.
It is, and it's probably one of our biggest, best values here. This is an Anthony Waterer spirea. This is a dwarf spirea, reaching only about 3 or 4 feet in height and about the same in width. This one's almost full grown here. Normally, these are $19.99, on sale for $9.99, heavily budded. And so, for the week of Father's Day, Dad is going to be enjoying all these beautiful flowers in bloom. And Craig, these will continue to bloom throughout the summertime. This is a nice, low maintenance dwarf spirea.
Excellent. You know, you hear a lot about staycations, people that are staying home for their vacations, and what better way to do that, really, Mark, to think that you've got a yard that's so beautiful, decorated with a lot of these items that you find right here at Linton's. And right now, picking up on some great deals over the Father's Day weekend. And Mark, you got another it looks like an ornamental grass there.
We do, and this is a very popular grass because of the variegated green and white leaves. I love utilizing these around decks or patios. You get some nice swaying movement in the breeze. And then in the fall, you get these beautiful tan feathery plumes. Incredibly low maintenance. All you do is simply cut it down to the ground at the end of the season. It comes right back up, and it comes up bigger and better each year. Craig, this is a silver variegated grass, normally $23.99, on sale for $11.99 for Dad's.
Fantastic. I'm just going to scoot around this way, Mark, if you don't mind, and let's look at what's up next here.
Oh, this is a nice ground cover plant here. This is a golden euonymus semi-evergreen, meaning keeping a large majority of its leaves throughout the wintertime. Bright golden color. Not only does well in full sun, also tolerates some shade. Large 3-gallon plant, normally $24.99, on sale for $11.99.
Very good. Up next?
Oh, Craig, this one you've got to place by your deck or patio. This is a Ruby Spice Summer Sweet, and in a few weeks here, it's going to get long pinnacle flowers, which not only attract hummingbirds, but they attract butterflies, and smells just as good, if not better, than lilac. So, like to put this at a real prominent location, either where you can open up a window and enjoy the fragrance, or by a deck or patio. It does like sun. It does grow to be getting larger, about 5-6 feet in height, so you want to give it plenty of room to grow. Normally this is $15.99. Going to get this huge 4-foot plant for only $7.99.
And it emits such a nice fragrance, huh?
It does, it does. And you can take cuttings and bring those flowers inside, do a vase arrangement, and enjoy them indoors as well. Last, Craig, here is one of my favorite ornamental grasses because this is a summer blooming ornamental grass. It's called a Carl Forrester's ornamental grass. About 6-7 years ago, this was plant of the year. It was selected because of its performance. And right now, you're just starting to see these seed heads here, which open up to the most spectacular feathery plumes during the summertime. Unlike 90-some% of the other ornamental grasses that bloom in the fall, here you've got a summer blooming grass, and for folks that have kind of a tight, narrow area, this is a perfect plant because it grows columnar and upright, where other varieties tend to be more fountain-like or have weeping, cascading leaves. This maintains the upright nature.
It looks really great, and in addition to that, we mentioned this last week, Mark, but I'm telling you what, I don't know if it's the season or what, but today your plants, trees and shrubs, are looking healthier than they've ever looked before. They just look like they're ready to go.
Well, it's all because of the weather, Craig. We've had enough warm weather that things are now fully leafed out. They've woken up from dormancy, and they're ready to put on a good show. Forgot to mention the price of the Carl Forrester's ornamental grass. Normally $24.99, on sale for Dad's, only $12.99.
That's great. 50 to 75% off. Everything that you see with those select items on the Father's Day special, not only today, Saturday, but Sunday and then through the week right here at Linton's Enchanted Gardens on County Road 17 in Elkhart. Well, Mark, I think when we come back after the break, we're going to head north a little bit, aren't we?
We are going to head up to Sturgis, Michigan. Excited to share with the viewers a project that we just recently completed this past fall.
All right, we'll do that when we come back, so stay tuned.
Step into a magical world at Linton's Enchanted Gardens, a world full of color and inspiration, beautiful ideas to transform your home inside and out. Explore acres of displays to spark ideas for your own home and garden, plus expert advice to help bring your ideas to life. Right now, save on awesome annuals, only $9.99 per flat. Visit Lintons.com for ideas galore. Linton's Enchanted Gardens, County Road 17 in Elkhart, between the 20 bypass and exit 96 off the toll road.
Well, we're back, and we're going to be talking about a landscape renovation here in beautiful Sturgis, Michigan, at the home of Frank and Kathy Finnerman. They live here on a wonderful-looking lake. I tell you what, this whole property just sizzles, Mark. This is outstanding.
They do have an ideal location here. They're sitting high up on a hill and have a beautiful view overlooking a gorgeous lake.
Now, landscape renovation, help me a little bit here. What are you talking about?
Well, we started out assessing their present situation, and they had an unfortunate situation where they had hired another landscape contractor, and they just weren't pleased with the looks or the results that they had, and had a lot of beautiful plants. And so what we did was took inventory of what they had and worked with that plant palette, starting out initially with that found homes, basically putting the proper plant in the right place. And we need to have some balance, we need to have some symmetry. The house calls for a very formal type of look. We also had some other challenges here as well. The driveway directly behind us was a challenge not only with the homeowner but for guests as well. And you know, they've squeezed this house on the lot. We're using every single inch here, and the driveway is almost right smack up against the property line, which forces the drive to be at this unusual angle. And that's what really created the challenge, especially at night. And so the solution to that problem that we came up with was to strategically plant these summer blooming dogwood trees here. These are Chinese Kusa dogwoods in full bloom right now. They'll bloom for the whole entire month of June and maybe into July if the weather doesn't get too hot. But these trees are providing a visual so that when the Finnermans as well as their guests are backing out of their driveway, they can see these trees in their rearview mirror. We also strategically put some spotlights down at the base of those trees. We refer to them as uplights, and again that helps guiding the drivers as they're backing up in the evening.
It's hard enough for a homeowner to back out of a driveway like this, I would think, let alone guests. I mean, I've been in that situation, and it is difficult, but this is just outstanding what you've done here. We might add that not only did Frank and Kathy have a great idea in contacting Linton's, which, by the way, you can do as well, but all of this came through a referral from Three Rivers, Michigan, and the DeFores, who we met last year, thought enough of what you did at their property, and we showed that, of course, here on the show last year, that they referred to their friends, and here you are.
And that's right, and we are happy to be associated with this beautiful house and project here. And so I'd like to share with the viewers what we created here. What we started out with was the placement of these Chinese dogwoods along the driveway, serving a purpose. We selected light fixtures with a black finish, and those tie in with the black trim that's around the garage doors and the windows. And they also have shrouds on these light fixtures which help hide the source of the light, so you don't get blinding light in your eye and it lights up the trees. Some of my favorite knockout roses, which perform beautifully, blooming all spring, summer, and fall with these hot, bright red colored flowers. Later on, Craig, these daylilies are going to be in their glory, and they are heavily budded and going to put on quite a show. They're going to be blooming with yellow flowers, and they'll start blooming after these dogwoods are done blooming.
Well, what a nice way to really complement what the Finnermans have done with the home itself. I mean, you tell me they completely redid this home from the outside to the inside. What a remarkable job.
It looks brand new wherever you look. The renovation was from top to bottom. And what we did was, out of respect of the architecture, we strategically placed plants in between windows where we needed some height. And they've also got this beautiful new door here. And unfortunately, it was being hidden before we opened up the view so that their guests and visitors could see that beautiful door. And then also, Kathy wanted a place where she could plant just a few annual flowers, and so we've got a nice splash of color up along the sidewalk where she can plant flowers each spring.
I'll tell you what, Mark, this is the cover of a landscape magazine if I've ever seen it. This is just gorgeous.
Well, thank you, Craig. We've got a lot of things here providing color and interest throughout the seasons. We've got some fan-shaped burning bush, which do a nice job of softening the Indiana limestone there on each side of the window. And underneath the window, we've got some dense yews, and those, of course, are providing the bones to the landscape, as well as a little dwarf blue star juniper. Gives us some color and texture that way.
Dense yews as bones. You don't always use them that way, do you?
Oh, you know what? Pretty much anything in the evergreen family can be considered the bones to the landscape because they're maintaining their look 12 months out of the year. We also incorporated some native fieldstone boulders into the landscape as well, also for some interest.
Very good. Well, a wonderful job, and let's kind of head around the corner if you don't mind, Mark. And again, folks, if you at home would like to create something as beautiful as this on any scale, Linton's, of course, the place to connect with, and Mark will be around to help you in any way possible. What else, Mark?
Craig, right here we've got something quite unusual, and we had this big bare wall in between these two windows just crying out for something special. And this is an espalier dwarf sergeant flowering crabtree. And it was heavily budded and bloomed well in the springtime, pink-colored buds opening up to pure white colored flowers. It's a miniature dwarf crab, so it's not going to get any higher than the eaves or the overhang. We've talked to the homeowners about maintaining it in between the two windows here. It fits perfectly.
It does. And talk about the other low-maintenance varieties you have around here. You touched on it, but this will be an easy one for them to maintain, won't it?
Most definitely. We also have a nice focal point up here by the front entrance. We transplanted a beautiful red Japanese lace leaf maple, which does a nice job of accenting the corner. Going to maintain those burgundy colored leaves spring, summer, and fall. We also have some low maintenance gold hostas, three of them surrounding a dwarf PJM rhododendron, which put on a really nice show earlier this spring as well. It was in its glory and bloomed with purple colored flowers.
Well, we've made the turn here, Mark, and some great design here. Not only does it look lovely, but you're doing a practical purpose here, really hiding an air conditioning unit.
That's right, Craig. We've got a low-maintenance dwarf Alberta spruce here growing just a fraction of an inch year-round. And, of course, this is an evergreen, so it's anchoring the corner, framing the house. And we had a challenge here. We've got the air conditioner unit here that we wanted to hide that view from passerbys that are going down the street. And that works out very well. Started out with a nice mature one. Normally, this is about as large as what they get, but we started out with one quite mature because we needed the size to do a good job of hiding the air conditioner. Then we also have a lot of flowering plants here. We've got catmint, which is in full bloom, and it's a glory there with those blue-colored flowers, and that will continue to bloom throughout the summertime. We've got a little dwarf ornamental grass as well as a holly, and if you look at the holly, that's starting to berry up, and those berries will be bright red later on this fall and into the winter.
You know, all this against the backdrop of that Indiana limestone, and they've done a nice job here with that.
They have. And what we want to do is some color contrast, and I think this really pops. We've got these wine and roses Weigela. Craig, these maintain their burgundy colored leaves spring, summer, and fall. They go through 3 bloom cycles. They not only bloom in the springtime, they bloom again in the summer and bloom again in the fall. And these are hummingbird and butterfly magnets. It's a dwarf Weigela that's going to stay below the base of the windows that you see along the side of the house here.
You probably don't get a lot of plants, trees, or shrubs that go through as many bloom cycles as that, huh?
That is rare, and so that makes these quite special. And again, for the bones of the landscape, we've incorporated the little miniature dwarf blue star junipers so that when the Weigelas lose their leaves during the fall and the winter time, we've got some nice color and interest there. We've accented the corner here with this beautiful fernleaf buckthorn. This had little white bell-shaped flowers earlier in the springtime. These graceful leaves here turn beautiful yellow gold color in the fall, and we're wanting this to reach up about 8, 9, 10 feet in height. Selected because it's nice and columnar, and then we've got summer blooming perennials to give some color down around the base of it.
You've got a little area over here to the side, a little bit of a privacy buffer, huh?
Yes, nice buffer from the lower level deck as well as the upper level. We've got some hemlocks incorporated in here, which maintain the nice green 12 months out of the year. Beautiful Bradford pear tree, which we added a spotlight down here. That's something that from inside the house you can see and enjoy with that shining up into the tree. The tree was magnificent earlier this spring, clusters of white flowers. Later on in the fall, you get a nice show in the change of colors. You get some reds, yellows, and oranges in those beautiful, shiny, glossy leaves. And then again, Kathy is doing a wonderful job here of adding some seasonal color with the bright red geraniums.
So Kathy has a little bit maybe of a green thumb, huh? A little bit?
She's very gifted, yes.
Well, Frank and Kathy have us now on the other side of their home. We've covered a lot of area here, haven't we, Mark?
We have, and what you see next to me is another dwarf Alberta spruce. We wanted this formal, balanced look, and so this ties in with other dwarf Alberta spruce that we featured on the other corner. And we'd like to continue with the not only low maintenance theme, but we want to have color throughout the seasons. And so earlier this year, we had this azalea strategically placed below the base of the window, which was in bloom in its glory. Later on, and again, you can already see some flower buds starting to form here. We're going to have a nice show from the hydrangeas, going to be blooming with some big, beautiful flowers. We also have some low-maintenance perennials, which give us a splash of color with their leaves and their flowers. And then also a viburnum, and Craig, this was blooming earlier in the springtime, had clusters of pink-colored buds opening up to white flowers.
Nothing like a little R&R and an Adirondack here, and sitting in front of the back of the home here of the Finnermans. It's been a joy being here today, Mark.
It has been, and it's also been a joy working for Frank and Kathy. I love these chairs. Kathy's done a great job of color coordinating these chairs along with our knockout roses.
So she's not only a green thumb, but she's a color coordinator.
She is.
Well, Father's Day upon us. Happy Father's Day to one and all the dads out there. And what a great gift idea it would be to maybe honor Dad with some landscaping from Linton's.
It's not too late to call, but maybe won't get it quite finished for Father's Day, but it's thought that counts.
Absolutely. Low maintenance is the buzzword this year, as it has been, and Dad likes low maintenance, and I do too, as a matter of fact. I think, Mark, you do too, don't you?
More time to spend with the family, Craig.
Go. Well, thanks for joining us again for our entire crew. You have a great rest of the weekend. For Mark and Gary, this is Craig. So long, everybody.